an e-citizen. It's surprising. A country like Estonia has achieved it. The total, this is the screenshot of their website. They have achieved it. You can start a business, pay the taxes, set up a business, all this. Encrypt, transcript documents, check the property you bought, there is the right property, you can make agreements, sign them, get it legalized, everything can be done. So, what are the methods that we use to create autonomy? Basically, this is just a recap of the normal methods which we use. But basically we go for scholar training, that is training the person to be independent. It is a minor, possible in minor courses. It increases a learner's understanding of what is autonomy. That's basically creating an awareness that what should be done. The fine line is doing it when somebody tells you to do it, or to make him understand, as I told in the beginning, that whether the learner understands his own abilities and tries to see if they are suitable, how best he can use the strengths. That is the early stage when techniques, learning skills are given. Then we give the directions for strategies, especially in some training like in the IELTS exams or some exams, civil service exams and all those things. We tell them this is the way to do it. So are we creating independency there? The student did not understand that. We still stand in the high pedestal and say, I know all. You just follow it. This is the best for you. So that one is extended to particular classes. It is also used in brief language courses. Then we come to self-reliance. Now we promote them that the most normal way of doing things. We may give them an assignment, go and search for it, find their own resources. Still we are there to guide them, to tell them this is what is accepted, this is not accepted. So self-access is incorporated into the class. It's something like one of the papers going to be presented here is from something like from Gurukulam to e-learning classroom. It strikes a chord that we are just leaving them to find themselves. Go out and learn, not with the nature, but by finding other resources. That is one of the strategies there. One of the things is writing centers. We have a writing center there. Now the writing center basically means it runs. It's staffed, everything. A student who is doing some other course, maybe biology, zoology, commerce, anything, or English, comes there when the student has a problem with the language or the writing. Nobody helps him to write, but the faculty there identifies what is his problem. He has a problem in structuring, he has a problem with this. The writing center people never touch the content, but the writing center people touches on the other aspects of written and reading language and then guide that student. The advantage of the writing center, which we have found out, is that those who come are really in need and they understand the value of it. Then it is very easy to help them. And we can, like a good doctor, make the correct diagnosis because the patient tells what really ails him or her. So writing centers have been found very, very effective. In some of the British universities, it is running very well. Language directing and language counseling. That is basically another aspect of this, where the tutor and the student collaborates. The tutor tells the student that this is what I identified, maybe an issue with you, why don't you think about it? Can you tell me any instances where you made such a mistake before? Maybe the student will be able to recollect. It is a collaborative session. and then the teacher can suggest, the tutor can suggest some ways. Maybe the student will choose a way which is suitable for him or her. So this creates that sort of counseling in the language. Now we come to normally what we use, the method which we use, the specific tools. We believe that for certain things, certain tools are important. We believe that when we want to present a course with content, I want to take a lecture on marketing. Maybe a PowerPoint is more enough. If the class is very young, maybe some animated PowerPoint, max, or something like this cascading effect. Something which makes us feel. So most of the time I have found that it is a question of we deciding what is best for the learner, not the learner deciding what is best. Do we give alternatives? Do you want to use a PowerPoint or do you want to use a blog? Which one do you prefer to learn this thing? If the student understands the objectives, the student will develop confidence that I chose the way in which I want to learn. Maybe that is the best way where we can get across. When we are experts, we understand the different ways. Can we adapt those ways, use the right tool for the purpose for which we are working for? Or do we use the tools only because our head of the department is hanging over our head, or somebody is coming to visit our class, or what the students will think of me? This teacher, no PowerPoint, nothing, boring. So, it is created there. Now, the stages in learning. How does learning take place? It's more dense theory, but still we can find something on it. Now, first of all, it is understanding the need, definitely. How many of our students come to class understanding the need to learn? First of all, to learn what we are teaching. That is more crucial than learning. Learning, why do you come to college? To learn. Sometimes we look at him with a doubt. Do you come to learn? Okay. But still, we trust him. But when he sits in a class where we teach Hamlet, or where we teach grammar, or something like that, does the student really relate it to his need, that part? What's the need? What's the use of me understanding what's the difference between past